Alright, let's go to Advanced Auto Parts and get what we need for this install. Alright guys, I got what we needed for the rear view camera install. Hopefully everything works out. Let's go get this thing started. Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to install this rear view camera, so stay tuned. Alright, as you saw in the last video, we installed this new Boss Elite double din 6.2 touchscreen head unit, and you saw how we integrated the new bezel in here. So I believe I figured out how to hook this thing up. Mine does not work when you shift it in into reverse. The camera does not show up. You have to go into the settings in here and click camera, and then it shoots into the back of it, back camera. But so here's your wiring that comes with built into the Boss, I'm not trying to say the harness. So you have these ones that say reverse input. That's not the one you hook up to. I tried this one and I tried this other one. The only way I can get that camera to turn on regular manually or to shift it is to hook it up here. Obviously, if you have a front one, you hook up the front one, but the rear one. So on the back of that head unit, the harness has a red and white wire. You hook that up to the harness that comes from the camera. You have that RCA with that red wire. That red wire goes to that red and white wire. You hook that up, crimp it, solder it, hook it up. That way it sends power. So once your truck goes in reverse, it sends power basically to the head unit, telling it to flip the camera on. That's pretty much the whole way to do it. Alright, let me show you guys what I mean. So let me push this. So as you see, I'm in reverse down there. Camera's not switching. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if that's built into the radio itself, but I have to go to menu and I have to go to camera. And boom, you have the camera. And then when I go back into park, it won't go back to the main screen, so you have to go to menu. And if you're listening to tuner prior, that's how you do that. But as you guys can see, the camera is tucked away. Actually, this bracket rides here, and here's a screw I use. I use the tamper-proof screw on both sides. That way, just some idiot won't take it off. But then these LEDs actually light up as well when you shift this thing into reverse. Let me show you how. Alright guys, so that black wire right there is coming from that camera. Oops, sorry, shaky. And it goes here. That yellow, where you see that yellow connector, that yellow connector RCA cable goes all the way to the radio. And then it drops down this red cable. That's also integrated into the RCA cable, and that goes and connects to here. And then from the camera, you're also going to have a red cable that's built into this. It has a ground and also has a red cable that's also tied in the same wire. That's all one piece. So I have that aftermarket tailgate light bar. And so this red wire is actually already built into my reverse lights. And that red wire goes all the way up to the harness off the tail light. So that's how I T-tapped off my power. But obviously not everyone's going to have this wire. So my wire on my 03, I believe it's the same all the way to 06. I'm sorry, 05 is it's going to be purple with a black stripe. That's going to be reverse output. And it's the same off your 7-pin right there. Off your 7-pin, as you can see, there's a bunch of other crap here that from the previous owners, but off your 7-pin is also going to be purple and black. That's going to be your reverse input. Sorry guys, my camera overheated again. But the reason why I did that is so either I can remove the camera if I wanted to, and or the radio if I get a new radio, or if I want to buy a longer RCA cable. This particular wiring harness was, I'm telling you, it was perfect size. I mean, as you can see, there's still some slack in the wire up here too, where my hand's at. There's still some slack, but it is tight, guys. It's tight. So I might end up buying the 15-footer for my truck. This will not fit a long bed, I can tell you that much. So if you have a long bed truck, get the longer harness, at least 15 feet. So right there, you see that wire going up wherever the e-brake's going. I just drilled a little 7/32 hole into that rubber grommet. shoved it through. Let me zoom out for you guys, and it's going all the way back. Oh, there it is right there. Sorry for the shakiness, but it's all going all the way back. Like I said, there's play in it. It's not tight. You don't want these wires, I mean, where you can play a guitar string on it. Alright guys, I hope that really explained it well. So how I ran my wire, I said this in the previous video, was the wire has to go to the rear output 12 volt wiring off this Boss radio. I don't know if Pioneer, Alpine, or any other company, I don't know how they have their, I'm only speaking for this radio. It goes to the red white rear output 12 volt wiring, and then that's where the red wire gets plugged into on this harness, and then the RCA goes to R cam, which stands for rear camera, and that rear camera wire runs all the way through. So from here, there's a little channel in here, goes through here, and I just ran it right above it here and into my kick panel, and then that grommet is right there, and it goes right through. I mean, super clean, you don't even see anything, and that's what you want, guys. So I mean, like I said, you know, it's a super clean, I mean, super crisp. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. This is my house, but super crisp. You want it right in the center. You can adjust that. I gotta adjust this camera a little bit that way, a little bit, because it's off-centered, but I'll get there when I get there. I mean, super easy. I recommend it. I mean, I don't know how often I use it. I don't have my trailer anymore at the moment, but it's good to have. And you get into a tight parking spot, you know, you can flip that on. I like it that way. I kind of wish it went into reverse. I don't know if I'm wiring it wrong, so if I am wiring it wrong, please guys, let me know. And then also, there's a hack on these Boss radios for the parking brake wire, so you can watch movies while you're driving. It's perfect for the kiddos crossing state lines. So I can, you ground that parking cable. You ground it anywhere. Ground it on any type of good solid ground. I use the ground on the radio itself, the black wire coming off it. Just tie those two together with the same type of T-tap connectors. That way, I don't have a movie in here now, but I'm in drive. The movie will be playing. The kids, and the sound comes from the truck speakers, so the kids can see it. All my kids both forward facing, so they can look up here and watch it. So it's good for them. So guys, that will be it. So pretty much you have one red wire and one RCA cable on both sides. On the radio side, you plug the RCA cable on the R cam section, and that red wire goes to their output camera, 12 volt positive. And then on the back side, where your camera is going to be located, if that's where you choose to put it, you're going to also have the yellow and red wire. The red wire goes to the reverse input wire, so basically the positive where it goes to the reverse lights. And then same with the camera, so you're going to have two wires coming off the camera, one red, one black. The black gets grounded, obviously. You can also use the light ground. I didn't feel like doing that, but you can. And then, all right, sorry, camera died this time. So once you get the red wire hooked up to your reverse input wire, the 12 volts coming from your reverse, so when your reverse light's on, that's the power lead you want. You have that yellow RCA cable that plugs into the camera yellow, so it's pretty much plug and play there. And then that red from that one goes to the same positive lead from your reverse, so that camera turns on, and then you ground that black cable. Sorry, there's a lot of talking, guys. It took me a while. I know those other YouTube videos out a little better. I didn't show how to install it, mainly because I don't know. I'm here learning just as much as you guys are. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a brief how I installed it myself. I'm sorry about that. I didn't install it, but I'm explaining it. I mean, it's better than nothing. So for that, guys, I appreciate the likes and support so far. Keep it up. More videos to come. Thank you to the Blue Collar family. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Alright guys, I forgot to mention, I figured this would be a good explain. So you have your radio, you have your RCA cable, has a red wire, and your RCA yellow. I mean, I didn't have a yellow Sharpie, I had pink, thanks to my my wife. You know how it is, guys. But anyways, so you have has two wires. One's the red, one's a yellow RCA cable that goes to the radio R cam input. The red off that goes to your reverse input 12 positive wire slash white slash red wire on the Boss only radios. And that wire goes all the way to your camera, right? You're gonna have your red wire off, just like this one. You're gonna have the same one over here coming off that black wire. That goes to your brake light slash backup, only backup light. I only put brake light so it represents the tail light, but it goes to your backup light cable. And that goes there. And your camera has the same red lead off, the same thing. That goes to the same exact backup light, reverse light. And I put it here, connect both reds to positive lead from backup light. Sorry guys, I mean, I want to make sure I'm as thorough as possible. I'm sorry I'm not all cheerful and happy, you know, yeah, woo! But that's just how it is. And then from your camera, you have a black wire coming off of it. Connect to ground, to clean surface. And then you're going to have both RCA cables coming from, that goes from here to here. You know, it's going to be identical ways to do it. You're going to have like a Y. One's going to be red, one's going to be yellow. So the yellow goes to connect both yellow RCAs together, and then the reds go together. I mean, pretty much connect the wires together. The most confusing part for me was the two reds. What the hell do I do with these two red wires? What do I do? Went to YouTube, went to Google, went to this, went to that. I finally just got a solution just by putting a bunch of videos together. I'm trying to make that as easy as possible for you guys. So connect both of these reds together. Just connect them together, tee off, and go to your reverse light. And then if your RCA cables, both yellows and yellows to go together, that black wire that came from the camera, ground it out. That red wire goes to the Boss white slash red wire, which is your positive input, reverse positive input. And that other RCA cable goes to the R cam. I mean, guys, can't get any more simple than this. I'm gonna screenshot this and leave it on the video for a couple seconds so you guys can see. I'm sorry for being bold and just straight to the point. I just want to make sure not just me, but everyone else understands for the future reference of this video how to connect this. I mean, reverse cameras aren't hard. Just people kind of make it hard, if you know what I mean. But anyways, guys, I gotta get to bed. But I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Stay tuned for more. Excitement more to come. Hell yeah, brother. And continue to be blue collar.